So what is Squid? Squid is a new app where you can collect exclusive digital sticker cards and toys for free, featuring all the shows we like, such as Breaking Bad, Adventure Time, Star Trek, and most importantly, Game of Thrones. This app has a lot of Game of Thrones collectibles, and the best thing about it is, if you're a person who likes sending emojis and stickers, with this app you can put the Ned Stark, Daenerys Targaryen or Tyrion Lannister stickers to your text, or you can also collect cards. They made a pretty fun game of collecting them too. You open up packs of stickers and cards, and it kind of brings me to the days of opening football cards as a kid. So when you get the app, make sure you add me as a friend. My username is Fire and Blood, and if I have something you're not able to unlock, we can make trades together. And there's also a chat for Game of Thrones community, so we can trade with other people who use Game of Thrones stickers. You can also showcase your collection by adding stickers to anything on your camera roll. Link and my username will be down below in the description, so feel free to check it out. It's available for iOS and Android, but it's not as smooth on Android yet since it's still in beta. And also, quick side note, new stickers, cards and figures that you can collect for free are released every day. If you're a Game of Thrones nerd just like I am, then you're really gonna love this app. And the best thing about it is it's free. Use the link in the description and give it a try, and don't forget to add me as a friend. Hey guys, preview for the 6th episode just dropped, and it pretty much confirms a few main events that we're about to see in the next episode, so without further ado, let's just jump into it. It starts with the excursion beyond the wall, which includes Jon, Gendry, Thoros, Beric, Jorah, Tormund, the Hound and a few unknown soldiers. Those shots are accompanied with Beric saying, "Death is the enemy, the first enemy and the last." The excursion continues to the north, trying to follow the vision the Hound saw in the flames, which is when they finally see the mountain shaped like an arrowhead. Meanwhile, Tyrion witnesses how much Daenerys starts to care about Jon and is uninterested in anything but news of Jon. Beric continues his sentence by saying, "The enemy always wins and we still need to fight him." This is when a large blizzard starts and Jon and his team are being attacked by a horde of whites. They basically run into the army of the dead, led by one White Walker that looks like the one Jon killed previously. That is when Jon battles his second White Walker one-on-one, and as Jon battles him, the others try to capture a White, but it's hard as the other Whites also attack them at the same time. At this point, the White army attacks all at once without mercy, which is when Jon and his team see that the only thing they can do is run. The group then decides they must split for a little bit, as they run to raise a chance of survival. After they run for a while, they come together in the middle of a frozen lake when supposedly all the movement and fighting eventually breaks up parts of ice, and Jon and his team are stuck in the middle of a lake on a large piece of ice that floats above the other smaller pieces of ice. Jon and his team can't do anything but to basically wait for the lake to freeze and for the army of the dead to attack them. During this time of waiting, the Night King lurks around and from afar stares at Jon, and Jon stares back without a fear. The lake has finally frozen and the horde rushes at Jon and his team. They run but end up fighting. Considering that this is a video in which I'm breaking down the preview for the upcoming episode, I decided not to cover any major spoiler for this same episode that is not either hinted or confirmed by this preview. If you would like to know more details about this huge fight, feel free to check out a video of mine by the name Season 7 Episode 6 Leaked Scenes. In that video, among all other events, I also covered the whole fight in which the current best warriors in the Seven Kingdoms will face off the White Walkers and their army of the dead, a fight in which some major deaths and resurrections will take place. Anyways, there are also a few shots from Winterfell. Arya brings the letter she found in Littlefinger's room and confronts Sansa with that same letter Sansa had made to sign back in the very first season. There are some rumors that Sansa will wonder what Arya has been doing the whole time she's been gone, and will do some sneaking around and find all faces and poisons Arya owns. Sansa finding all of this and Arya on the other hand entering the same room at the same time would perfectly fit with Arya's line in which she's saying, "You're scared, aren't you? What are you scared of?"